Hi families. Today I'm going to talk to you about the iReady diagnostic test that your child will be taking. This takes the place of the iStation that your child took last year to assess where they're at. They will begin this testing on August 2nd, this Wednesday, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. So what is the iReady diagnostic? The iReady diagnostic is an adaptive assessment that identifies students' strengths and areas for growth. It is a computer adaptive test that matches the difficulty of test questions to the ability of each student. iReady assesses the students in the areas of literacy built from college and career readiness standards of reading. What is the purpose of the iReady diagnostic? For data. Teachers need data to know where their students are. We need to know their current levels. This is really important when we're building groups to work with students at their levels. It's really important for us to know so that we can help them grow throughout the year. We can set goals for your student. Teachers use the data to set individual goals and to inform our instruction. After completing the assessment, teachers receive an individual placement level for students to plan instruction or small groups. Why is the diagnostic important right now? This past spring, students were learning from home. If students do their best on their diagnostic right now, it will help the teacher to know what the students learned while at home and what they are ready to learn this year. What will the iReady diagnostic look like? This assessment will be taken online at home in 15 to 20-minute sessions for first and second grade. It will take approximately 45 to 60 minutes to complete the entire assessment. The assessment will begin on grade level. If a student gets the question correct, the assessment will increase in difficulty. If a student gets the question incorrect, the assessment will get easier. The assessment adapts to the student's actual performance level. It will be challenging. It may even be frustrating. Some questions students will know, others they will not, and that is okay. Some questions will be hard. And some questions will be easy, and some questions will be just right. When will your student take the diagnostic? We will be taking the diagnostic test on September 2nd. We'll begin at September 2nd, and we will be taking this remotely from home. So you will be on Wednesday through September 4th. And the test will be taken across several days. Each testing session will take approximately 15 to 20 minutes, depending on what your grade is. The teacher will give a stop time each day. I will be giving a stop time. This assessment will remember where the students left off the day before. How will students access the diagnostic? Just like all the other programs we have been accessing, we will go through a single sign-on through Clever. So they will go in through IM NC Ed Cloud through Clever to get to iReady. What will students see when they log in? Click the green button to start the reading diagnostic. So when they log in, their iPad screen will look like this, and they will click that reading diagnostic. They will watch a video and then click on each button to watch the video about each tool. You must click on all of them, then select Start Test. Once you start or resume your diagnostic, you will see the question pop up on your screen. Are you working in the school building today? Yes or no. You will click No because you will be taking the test at home. Then you'll click the green arrow to move on. Your student will rock it. Before I show you this video, I want to really stress to you the importance of not helping your child during this assessment. It is so important for us to know the level that they are at right now. I know as a parent, I want to help my child as much as I can, but in this assessment, you are helping them more by not helping them so that they're not going to be placed in groups that are too difficult or too easy for them. So it is really important you can help them log on, but then let them have space to work on their own. They will be in this test with me. We'll be doing it on a Zoom. So if they have a question, I will be there to help them and to tell them when to stop. So let me show you the video about family guidance for administering the test at home.
Hello, my name is Mark and I'm one of the many iReady people trying to help families navigate these challenging times of at-home learning. Let me first say this, I'm a parent. I have 2 kids at home right now. It's not easy, so I can relate to what you're going through. But here we are. Your school is requesting that your student take the iReady diagnostic at home. And I say your student because you likely feel like a teacher now. I know what you're thinking. What now? What is the iReady diagnostic? This video will explain what the iReady diagnostic is, how you can give your student the best test-taking experience, how to motivate your student, how to monitor your student, and how to confirm that the test is complete. 5 things to talk about, and I'll do this as quickly as possible. The iReady diagnostic is not like a traditional test. It starts with each student getting reading or math questions based on their grade level. Students can answer correctly or incorrectly. Imagine that. The iReady engine reads their answers and can learn a lot from that. iReady tells teachers exactly what your students need next. It's about serving your child the exact instruction that will help them grow to the next level in reading and math. The fact is, students will get about half the questions correct and half incorrect. And that's okay. Sometimes the questions will be easy, sometimes they will be hard. Your child might get frustrated because he or she won't know the answers. It may be hard to resist the urge to help them, but it is really important that they find the answer on their own. If you do help your child, it may cause them to receive personalized lessons that are above their grade level and too challenging, and it may give misleading information to your child's teacher. Remind them, just like your teacher can't give you the answer at school, I can't help you find the answer either. Encourage them to try it on their own, select the answer they think may work best, and move on. The purpose of this test is not to give your student a grade. Please make sure your student knows this. There will be no grades given. All they need to do is try their best, stay steady and focused, and finish the assessment. Now that you understand the purpose of the assessment, here's how to prepare for it. Choose the right time and place. As for time, the iReady diagnostic takes between 45 and 60 minutes to complete. We strongly suggest you split up this time into shorter sessions. 15 to 20 minute sessions are best. The test remembers where you left off, so there's no reason to finish all of it in one sitting. Naturally, students should take the diagnostic in a quiet and private place away from noises or distractions. Once you've chosen when and where your child will take the assessment, you'll want to make sure everything is working correctly. Confirm that you have the correct login information from your child's teacher. Then, check the device that you're using is working properly. We recommend you run a systems check and test earphones before your child starts to take the test. Finally, gather paper and pencils for your student so they can work out math problems and take notes while they're taking the test. Even though the test is on a computer, your student can still use scratch paper to work out problems. Okay, the last thing your student wants to do right now is take a test. That's why it's so important to motivate her or him to do their best. Explain why they're taking the diagnostic so their teachers know what skills need to be focused on. Explain why it's important to do their best, because if they don't, the online lessons will be too easy and boring. Explain how the diagnostic works. Questions are hard, then easier, then harder, then easier. And explain that it's okay to not know all of the answers. Just choose the best answer and move on when the question seems too difficult. For younger students, you might want to take a bit more time familiarizing them to the computer or the iPad they'll be using. Practice with them and make sure they feel comfortable navigating the page with the mouse or their finger. Lots of great support can be found at iReadyCentral.com/kcorner. To monitor your student, remind them to work out their math questions on paper. If you notice them getting tired or speeding through the questions, offer encouragement or suggest they take a short break. And most importantly, and I mean this is really, really important, do not help your child on the test. No hints, no head nods, no prompting. This test isn't about figuring out what you know. It's about what they know. Remember, the main goal of the assessment is getting online lessons that are just right for your student. It's not about giving a grade. There are ways you can support your child without giving away the answer. For example, start by telling them, just like if I were a teacher at school, I can't help you find the answer. It's okay if you're stuck. Remember, this test will give you some tough questions. Try your best. For additional ways to support your child when they get stuck on the diagnostic, use page 2 of the family checklist. Finally, your student will receive a congratulatory message once the test is completed, and lessons will appear on their screen. If there's any question as to whether the student has fully completed the assessment, confirm with the student's teacher. Make sure that your student logs off his or her account once he or she is done. Okay, you're an expert on iReady now. Thanks for the tremendous job you are doing juggling everything, and thank you for being a part of the iReady family.
Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch that. So your role in this diagnostics is that you are not helping your child. You need to find a quiet place for them to take their assessment and limit all of their distractions. You need to remind students of these strategies. Don't give up. Read the entire passage and questions before choosing an answer. Check your work. Take your time. Do not rush. Don't spend too long on any one question. If you don't know, make your best guess. Try your best. Please do not help your child on this assessment. It must be their own work for us to get an accurate level. There are some parent resources that I will share with you in a separate link that you can check out if you still need help. I will spend some time answering some questions with you now. Thank you so much for your time.